listen, I know we usually do this on Tuesday, but we moved it to Wednesday, the middle of the week, to show you not just the best catches, but also the fanciest of footwork. And you know what? My guy Kyle rocks the Angry Run show. We got a little something.
Get in there tight.
Hey, shout out to the Vanilla Gorilla in the 1C. You know what I mean? A little toe, drag, swag. And listen, there's some guys that we couldn't put on there. Adam Thielen, Robert Tonyan, Keenan Allen. You guys did your thing, but these ones were so good that we had to make these guys the top 5 of the week. So let's begin with the Patriots and the great Julian Edelman. Oh, baby, this is beautiful. Watch Tom Brady hit him on the sideline, fully extended, shoves that left foot in the ground, and then he drags that back leg. Check him out again. You'll see him get that left leg out and then pop that right leg, and then you'll see jewels falling all over the ground like a jewelry heist, and he makes the catch and comes down with it. My guy Julian Edelman still doing it at a high level. That size, that weight, that speed, it doesn't matter. He's still one of the best receivers in the game. And there it is, Julian Edelman on the sideline with the little toe tap swag. All right, let's move this along.
Run the jewels.
Let's go across, run the jewels. Let's go across the pond in London where the Bears were doing their thing. But with all the stuff that was going on within this game, Allen Robinson comes down with a great catch on the sideline. But here it is. Check him. He high points the ball. He gets that one leg down, and then he pops that right leg. I want you to pay attention because this is how you do it. Go get it as highest point, and then you'll get 3 feet down. Here it is. Check this view out. 1, 2, and then that third one, a little toe tap. Haven't seen a bear toe tap like this since Yogi was still in the picnic basket. You feel me? All right.
Hey, Nate, you know, sometimes this segment is not great for DBs, right?
Yes.
Garyon Conley gets beat here. Garyon Conley came back and had the game-sealing interception in this game.
That's why I said with everything that's going on in this game, the Bears did make a play. Shout out to the Raiders, though. I don't have a disco ball either, but I love to dance. You feel me? All right, here we go. Let's go to number 3. Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott. You know who he's looking for. Amari Cooper. And listen, at first glance, he's like, I don't know. He's good. He's like, nah. He out. Look at the ground. I'll show you the ground, fam. That's a good angle. And even at that glance, but watch this. Look at the room of error. We're talking about little bits of inches. It's a game about inches. The smallest amount of room for error. And Mini Cooper, like the Italian job, getting his feet down on the sideline and then dragging that right leg. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
5 games now.
5 touchdowns, 5 games, and a toe drag swag that's some of the best in the business. What we do know about him, even though he isn't getting paid just yet, he's still one of the best receivers in the game. You're talking about putting the ball on a dime and wide receiver making a play. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if you think that was nasty, oh, baby, I got a good one for you. Let's go to number 4. This might be one of the best. My guy, Calvin Ridley. Oh, wait. Now, this is nasty right here. What's crazy is earlier in the play, he tight ropes the sideline like a circus act and then does a little spin like an acrobatics act and then catches it with his hands and then gets the feet down. Watch this right here. This is toe drag right here, right out the gate. They actually thought he walked out of bounds, but he didn't. You want to talk about Calvin Ridley, believe it or not. That is nasty, and that could be the logo. But you know what they're saying? That this 5th catch, this one is the logo of the week, could be the logo of the year. It could be the logo of the brand. Russell Wilson.
This is crazy.
He's going to spin out of the pocket, do what he does, and watch this ball in the back of the end zone. And who is that? Tyler Lockett coming down with a beautiful play. He sees Russell Wilson run. He gets deep, and watch his feet right here. See that green just dragging across that grass? And that is beautiful. This right here is one of the best catches I've ever seen.
Wow.
But it started with Russell Wilson, though, because when he's wearing green, you know, he's feeling like the Hawk, something like Edward Norton Jr. So I guess that will make him live Tyler Lockett. You feel me? All right, but here we go, though. Here's the thing. You see these catches, right?
Right.
Schrager did something where he made the logo. This is my guy, Calvin Ridley. So I like this logo right here because I thought the catch was beautiful. Tight rope the sideline, does a little spin, catch with his hand, get his feet down. But then there was also my guy, Tyler Lockett. So we got Ridley and Lockett. We have 2 different logos. Here is Tyler Lockett.
That's the MJ.
So this is what I need from you guys. I'm going to put this out to Twitter. Hashtag GMFB, hashtag Toe Drag Swag, and we're going to create a poll. What should be the logo for Toe Drag Swag thus far? And here's the thing. Whoever can upseat this, if you make a great catch, then you will be the logo moving forward. That's how I'm going to do it. And then at the end of the year, I'm going to create some shirts and I'm going to send it out to every guy that made himself a logo by making the greatest catch with the best footwork. And that right there is your toe drag swag.
I like Calvin Ridley. Yeah. Calvin Ridley, I like that you're giving him love. This team obviously needs something to rally around, but that Tyler Lockett
was really good. The Ridley is cool because there's two toe drags on one play.
That's what I'm saying.
I've never seen that before. However, the Lockett catch, I think in a lot of ways, Nate, that is a better catch than the Odell one-hander. Odell didn't have to worry about his feet. He caught the ball, it was incredible, and he fell down. Lockett had to make it and drag the toes. I think it might have been more difficult.
Yeah, I believe it was a little bit more difficult. And given the fact that Russell Wilson had to escape the pocket, which means Tyler Lockett, that close to the end zone, ran one route. And then once he saw Russ, he thought, oh, here we go. Spun out of there and got to the pylon. And as he's tracking the pylon, he tracks the ball and he never looks down again. And that's what makes it amazing.
They have the best chemistry in the league right now. You think Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett, as far as QB wide receiver tandem, who's got the best right now?
I would say so, Kay, because after this last game, they have a perfect passer rating over the last 20 games.
You showed me a play that broke down and looked like it was a play that they called with Tyler Lockett going and catching a grab the week before. They've got something going.
It was the day before, Kay.
The day before.
Then they had the Thursday night game.
That's crazy.
And they did it exactly.
What's amazing with those two is you've got a small quarterback, you've got a small receiver.
Yeah.
But yet they're able to connect down, because the perfect passer rating is with throws down the field as well. Russell could drop it in a bucket to him.
Welcome to Good Morning Football. We are live in New York City, Wednesday, October 9th. My name is Kay Adams, and April Wilson's here. So is Kyle Brandt and Mike Garafolo. Hey, Jeezy.
What's up?
What's happening?
Young Jeezy?
Young Jeezy.
I'm old Jeezy.
Yeah, you're old Jeezy.
Does it feel like we're at week 6 right now to you?
It feels like it's like the logos we had. That's the way the season feels.
New York traffic, right?
Just flying right by me.
It's really exciting. We've got a lot to get to, so let's hit the lead block.
Lead block.
Week 6 kicks off right here on NFL Network. It's Thursday night. The Giants and the Patriots. The Giants still awaiting the return of their star running back. And with more on Saquon Barkley and how the team's approaching a short week, here's Kim Jones.
Good morning, Kay. Let's recap the Saquon Barkley injury scenario just a bit. Pat Shurmur said Monday there's a chance Saquon could play Thursday night against the Patriots. On Tuesday, Saquon stood at his locker and made clear that he feels healthy enough to play Thursday night, saying that no one's fully healthy when it comes to Week 6 in the NFL. The question is going to be this: what does the Giants' training staff believe? They could go the cautious route, and I asked Saquon if he would understand that line of thinking.
Yes, because that's the mindset that's the thing that we went with the team, I guess. That would be the mindset that they came up with and the decision that they came up with. Like I said, continue to be open-minded. That's one of the biggest things I wanted to do, is not come in and be closed-minded and be ignorant to the fact of the situation. Just trust the team and trust the process and trust myself and trust God and everything. So if that's the decision that they make, I'm going to be all for it, and I'm going to be there no matter what, or however it is. I guess I'm going to be supporting my team.
So, when Daniel Jones, the Giants' rookie quarterback, takes the field Thursday, he could be without Saquon, will definitely be without Sterling Shepard, very well may be without Wayne Gallman, and could be without Evan Engram. That's a lot of talent from that offense not available, conceivably, Thursday night to help out the rookie quarterback. But he remains confident, saying the Giants do believe they can move the ball against the Patriots. It won't be easy, though. They're the top defense in the league.
A short week, of course, after a loss at home to the Vikings. I was at that game. I got to speak and see Saquon Barkley on the field with your guy, Mike Robinson. He looked and was, cutting out there like he was 100% ready to go. Of course, everyone wants him to wait and make sure he's 100% healthy before he does see game action. Again, week 6 does kick off tomorrow night in Foxborough right here at NFL Network. So let's do a little believe it or not. Hey! Based on this matchup, other quarterback matchups and storylines, you just heard Kim Jones say that Daniel Jones could be without a lot of his top weapons. On top of that, yes, Kim, he is facing the best defense in the league up in New England. That ranks, they're right up at the top, pretty much in every meaningful statistical category. So believe it or not, Daniel Jones is ready to face the Patriots, guys.
I think he's ready. I don't know. I'm sure he's watching film and getting after it. I don't know if the Giants are ready. It'd be one thing. This would be really cool if Saquon was ready and Sterling and they were really going full strength, because I think the Patriots are ripe for the picking right now. But these Giants are going out there, guys. We may see Jonathan Hilliman, undrafted rookie from Rutgers, 2 wide receivers named Cody, a tight end named Rhett. I mean, Cody, Rhett, Jonathan, and Daniel. It's like I'm back at the Beta House on the ice luge. Like, I don't know if that team is taking out the Patriots.
What do you mean they're ripe for the picking?
They haven't looked good, and their offense isn't playing well. And they were up 12-7 on the Redskins last week at halftime, the worst team in the league. They're not going to go 16-0. They're going to lose a few games. It's going to come soon. They're not great right now, certainly on offense.
What do you mean, ice luge? No, never mind. Don't answer that.
It's very disgusting. You get mono. I'm serious.
Yeah, you could. Yes, you could.
Yes, those apple schnapps, though, baby.
You got to boil things to get the germs out, not freeze them. What was the question again? Are they ready? Look, I believe he's ready.
Okay.
But I don't think they're going to win, and I don't think it's going to be a close game. I do, to add to what Kim said, I'm told don't expect Evan Ingram to be playing in this game, so he's going to be down. It is huge. Yeah. But what's the worst that could happen here? Because to me, Daniel Jones is Eli 2.0.
Yep.
And I remember an Eli Manning that went up against the Baltimore Ravens in 2004, his rookie season, and they were messing with him the entire. I mean, they were turning sideways so that he couldn't see the numbers on the jersey, so he couldn't identify the linebacker. It was the worst performance I've ever seen. He was okay. Yeah. Came back from that.
Yep.
You know, this game's not going to break Daniel Jones. He'll be fine. You're talking about a guy who quarterbacked for Duke against Clemson. He'll be fine.
You're right, Mike. I hear you on that. Listen, if people are thinking the word upset is applicable to this game, they're right. Because if I was Daniel Jones, I'd be upset too.
Okay.
You have no starting running back, no starting receiver, no starting tight end. The list goes on and on and on. Here's the thing, man. Rookies in Foxborough, they're 0-11.
Yeah.
Speaking of the number 11, that defense has 11 interceptions. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a strong life lesson, like Mike G is saying. Daniel Jones is going to be able to learn from this game after getting smacked around by one of the best teams ever. He'll wake up, wipe the blood off his lip, and he'll be a better player because of this game.
It's a perfect situation, I think, for Daniel Jones. From a perspective of what I love, undersell, over-deliver.
Sure.
There are zero expectations for him. He doesn't have his security blanket in Evan Ingram or the best running back arguably in the league in Saquon Barkley, going up against a defense that is right now outplaying the 85 Bears and the 2000 Ravens. They've not allowed a passing touchdown. He's going to have to fight and scrape for every yard he gets. So if he does an okay job, people are going to be clapping for him. He went against the Vikings and lost, but still remained composed at home. He didn't lose his cool at any point in that game. I was there to see all of it. So I don't know. I think it's a good spot for Daniel Jones on a primetime game. I think he only comes out on top.
Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah, they might take a L, okay, a big one.
Okay, believe it or not, we've talked plenty about Baker Mayfield and the phantom handshake already, but what about the former number 1 overall pick has done on the field this season? He ranked last in completion percentage, got 8 interceptions, 4 touchdowns, last qualified passer rating. Believe it or not, Nate, Baker will finish in the bottom 3rd in all of these major passing categories with Odell Beckham and Jarvis on the squad.
It was just last year when Baker Mayfield threw for those 27 touchdowns in just 13 games, and he broke the rookie passing record, and we're like, oh, man, this dude is going to come back and light this league up. And by we, it was me basically saying Baker Mayfield is going to be unbelievable. Until he changes things, until his team gets better, until they find some rhythm, some consistency, Freddie Kitchens stop coaching like a rookie head coach, even though that's what he is, I'll say, you know what, Kay, I believe it. Yeah, he's going to be at the bottom of the list in every statistical category because right now these guys have no rhythm, Kyle.
I believe it, too. And this starts and ends with Odell. Guys, let's talk about what's happened to Odell. He has gone from the rock star in New York City to the number 2 receiver in Cleveland. And this last game against San Francisco, this was the Odell game. The whole game plan was obviously get him involved. The first play for the Browns was a pass, which he completed.
A fake reverse pass.
There were reverses. There were fake reverses. 2 catches. Guys, he has been rendered almost irrelevant in the AFC, and it's crazy about how good of a player he is. So, yes, because of Odell, bottom 3rd.
I want to follow that. I don't believe it because I think the Browns are going to get smart eventually and realize that what worked in Baltimore was that they didn't force it to Beckham. Matter of fact, Odell, not even that. Odell was he drew the attention, and then they would run a decoy. Not even a decoy, but he was the guy that the Ravens game plan for and rolled toward. I was there. I was watching it from up high, and they ran stuff underneath him. He would come off the line, and Jarvis would run it. I do that.
Yeah.
Go back to that. I understand he wants his catches. He'll get them, but don't force it to him. You scored 40-plus points against the Baltimore Ravens, and then you tried to force the ball. It was a horrendous decision. Get back to what you did in Baltimore.
Kyle, he's got games against the Dolphins, the Cardinals, 2 games left against the Bengals, so maybe he makes up some of that statistical
Still in that division, too.
In those matchups. Okay, moving on here. Believe it or not, quarterbacks edition. The past 2 weeks have been really rough for Patrick Mahomes. 1 touchdown pass. The Chiefs suffered their first loss of the season as well. Mahomes currently is behind his MVP pace from last season. Oh, okay, music.
Hey now.
Believe it or not, Patrick Mahomes, Mike, will finish with more touchdown passes than last season.
Yeah, I'm going to go not. And I think that they need to play a different style of offense, too, to help out their defense. Slow the game down a little bit. Play a little bit more ball control. Don't try and light the world on fire. So I'm just going to say that it's just the pace last year was just ridiculous. He's hampered a little bit by that ankle. I know I keep talking about that, but if that's going to affect his mobility, that's going to affect his effectiveness as well.
Agreed. I believe that game 2 weeks ago versus the Lions said a lot about this offense. For him not to throw a touchdown and them have 3 rushing touchdowns, it showed them that they can win games without lighting up the scoreboard. So I'm going to say no.
Here's a nugget. Last year, week 4 and 5, which we just completed, right? Week 4 last year, Patrick Mahomes had 1 touchdown pass. Week 5 last year, Patrick Mahomes had 0 touchdown passes. Guys, he wasn't throwing 3 or 4 every week. I still think he will beat last year's record because Sammy's going to come back. Tyreek's going to come back. He's right there to do everything he needs to do. I'm going to say yes.
He threw 50 touchdowns last year.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever thrown 40 in back-to-back years. He's on pace for 35. You do with that what you will. Hit us up on Twitter with your answers at GMFB. Let's take a look at the London matchup. But we're going to not do that, actually. Instead, we're going to be right back with some fantasy football talk. We got to talk about the Redskins firing Jay Gruden. They still haven't announced their starting quarterback. Will they find what they're looking for? And what are they looking for?
A salvation. I thought Tom Sula.
Is Amari Cooper the #1 wide receiver in fantasy this week? #1?
Well, that's a matchup question, right,
Over
Kay?
DeAndre Hopkins? DeAndre Hopkins has not been that great.
Those are my 2 guys.